right, welcome back. So today we are at the BMX track, or the mountain bike track. As you can tell, it's starting to get overgrown. Not many people ride here. Perfect place to test out the sledge. So we're gonna give this thing a beat down, see how it holds up. By looking at it, it honestly looks like it's gonna hold up well, but we'll find out in this video. Stay tuned. All right, let's do some passes with this thing. Did glue down the tires. And yesterday when I ran it, my multifunction was halfway, limiting my steering, making the car actually not handle too well, trying to control it. So something you got to take note, that should be 0. So no TSM or any of that stuff is on, especially when you're bashing. So the turning has improved out of the box when I have that at 0. Just something to take note when you don't run Traxxas a lot. You tend to forget about those things. This jump is so overgrown now. So much stuff in the way. Totally missed that jump. A little windy today, not too bad. Really wish it wasn't so overgrown today. My eyes are watering like crazy from all the pollen out here. And the guy cutting the grass across the way. Wow. I can't even see right now, my eyes are so swollen. Oh. Hit the brakes too soon, I can't see. Landed in a bush. I'm gonna have to show you guys my eyes here shortly on how bad it is. With TSM finally turned off to 0, definitely have more punch and better steering. Nose planet right into that bush. Look at the body. So the body, like I said, when you smack something, that flat nose pushes behind the bumper. Right on the tail. I was hoping the brakes would be harder so I can bring it down, but that's okay. Loves the backflip. So the only thing I've done was glue down the tires and adjust the motor mesh. And I'm not having that drag brake effect now. Had to be somebody throwing the box from shipping. God, those front tires balloon so much. But I honestly don't think this thing is meant to go full trigger in the air or on speed. I think the tires ballooning are just to give you that air control. See, like that. I decided halfway through that jump, I wanted to backflip. Head on into that. For some reason I can't get the run up to that jump with all that grass. This is an old Basher pack. It's not the best battery out there, but it works. See, I keep missing that jump. Nature has overgrown to where I can't get a run up to that jump. pretty hard hits in that hole. Lot of control. I have so much more control out of this RC than I do any of my other RCs for some reason. It's kind of got that control of the Techno. I can put it where I want, how I want. It's like a perfectly tuned basher. So I'd like to say that this was a groomed track, but it's really not groomed. So for most people, what we're going to do with a basher is randomly take them where you're going to run, whether it's dirt, whatever it is. Just trying to correct my steering a little bit. So whether it's a trail or whatever you're going to do, whatever you can get yourself into, whatever's in your area. That's what I like about the Traxxas brand, is that they don't groom their RCs for anything. They groom it for the person out that's not the professional. You don't have to go through the whole RC when you buy it. You don't have to check all the screws. Even though I had a mesh issue right out of the box, I think that had something to do with shipping, or it could be some sort of design flaw. We're gonna find out. Ooh, that was a big rock. Most people are gonna do this kind of stuff. No groom jumps, no skate park. They're just gonna go out here and just rip it in some sort of field. Hitting rocks, cement. I literally have all kinds of control. Even though I'm hitting stuff, what a beast. See if we can make up some jumps. Here's a ravine right here. Let's see if we can jump out of this thing. And that's something with my Techno I couldn't do. Is jump out of this ravine. I think by having the wheels stick past the bumper, even though you don't have the big bumper support, by the wheels sticking out and the wheels flexing, it allows you to go over more like rough terrain, as the RC is going to want to roll over the big dips like this. Instead of the bumper gouging into the dip, it's just eating up everything I can throw at it. Full trigger. Now I know if I stay on full trigger, These tires are probably going to blow up. That's the feel I get out of this RC. Let's see, I don't think there was a way out over here. I think, yeah, the gate was locked. What else can we do? Let's try going to the other side. We can walk up around that mountain. So we've now been on a BMX track. We've been in just an empty field, which most people are going to run somewhere by their house. Even if you're in the city, you're going to find a park or something to run at. See what we can find on these trails. And this is the way I look at a Traxxas, whether it's a Max or it's an X Max. This is why I always grab my X Max. This thing feels like my E-Revo, honestly, except better, a lot stronger. I had my doubts running this thing in front of the house. I can hear that the gear mesh wonder if the gear mesh is getting tight. Get to the top of this trail, I'm gonna check it. Oh, out of breath. Let's take a look. My mesh I have play, but I'll tell you what, that spur gear is awfully hot. Not as tight as it was, but it is tightening down. It's not drag braking. It'll actually roll. But I think I'm gonna have to get a fan on this motor. And somehow, I'm gonna have to get that gear mesh softer. It doesn't hold alignment. But for a basher, do any of them? Give me 1 second, I'm gonna get down this hill. So, you guys remember the ditch of doom my daughter doesn't like. Looks like somebody came up here. There's a body up here. There's flags everywhere. Looks like they're doing some crawling. Nobody's here now, but maybe they're getting ready for the weekend. We'll probably come back here. The Home Depot. So those are a bunch of Home Depot flags. That's pretty cool. We're not going to mess with that. This is in the middle of nowhere. But I think somebody set this up. And you can see, or maybe it was already here, because you can see all the tire marks and everybody climbing out of this thing. Pretty cool. Got some fellow crawlers in the area, even though I don't crawl. Somebody has found my spot. Somebody took a truck up here. With the little bit of rain we had, you can tell that all the plants are flourishing now. Oh. You can tell I already got some gouges in the chassis. Plants everywhere, dirt packed everywhere. Wing support still on. Definitely was the TSM, the multi-function being halfway, was killing off a bunch of power yesterday, making my center diff and everything feel funny. See, it's always drifting right or drifting left. It definitely won't hold steering, but I don't think we really need that. I have to keep adjusting the steering arm, or the steering trim. See, like it's pulling left. Give it a little right. And this is slope, so it should have been going right. But a basher, who cares if the steering is straight or not? This is the little jump the fire team struggled with. Take that, fire team. Air control. That's that 20 million in the center. All right. Well, I haven't broken it. Now it's drifting right. So, I got another back charged up. I'm gonna head over to the skate park. You know, I might be able to get away with this steering servo. It definitely is slow, but you can steer with the rear. There we go. So, like, comment, subscribe. Took it out to the BMX track. Don't really see any issues. Don't hear any issues. Nothing fell off the RC. Did give it a pretty good beating. Took it down some trails. And, yeah. Out of the box so far. Body hasn't popped off. Out of the box, this might be the best basher out there. Look at how easy it is to get this body off. Nice and simple. Everything's still in here, and yes, I do have the battery pinned. 1.6S, padding on front and rear. You can tell, old battery pack. There is some rocks in there. But since the spur gear is caged everywhere, The rocks aren't getting into my gears. That's definitely a better feature than I've seen in the past on any RC, where the spur isn't out in the open. And when you're ready to rip, that's it. You're not fighting with body clips, trying to get them through the holes, worrying about the tether snapping off. I don't know. See how it's plastic here and plastic here? It looks like 3 screws. And this back piece slides off. Looks like you can replace these tabs in case they snap off. I'm even running, look, the adapter's almost unplugged. But there we go. I'm gonna head over to a skate park. You can tell that that is already rubbing. It's got some paint marks on it right up in here, right on the body, right in here. So I'm probably gonna throw some Gorilla Tape right up in here. And then probably right here, all these little marks I'm seeing on the body from those impacts. Look how beefy that front shock tower body mount thing is. There we go. Ready for the next bash. Man, that's awesome. I'm thoroughly impressed. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll check you guys out on my next video. So far, this has been the best RC I've bought out of the box in a long time. Thanks for watching.